Lights out and locked doors. A new policy prohibiting groups from using Metro Police Precinct community rooms after hours is facing some pushback. News Channel 5's Brandon Marshall is at the West Precinct this evening. And Brandon, you spoke to a man who uses one of those community rooms. Why are some calling this change a problem?
Well, Carrie, that's because at some precincts, groups were able to use those community rooms until 9 at night. But with this new policy, they can only use the community rooms between business hours, which you can see here are from 7:30 until 4. And now this new policy will only allow them to use it during those business hours, and that is forcing them to find another place to meet. For 7 years, Charles Sumner used West and Midtown Police Precincts community rooms for nonprofit meetings. The group would typically meet as late as 9 in the evenings, but a new policy will soon prohibit meeting after business hours and weekends unless events were hosted by the police department.
Our last public meeting there would be in July.
7 precincts have community rooms located near the front of the building. Each may have operated differently, so precinct commanders and community coordinators decided to make a uniformed policy, which Sumner disagrees with.
The president of our group has been traveling an hour and a half to get to the meetings. It's hard for him to have a 6 o'clock meeting. He has recently moved a little closer, about an hour away.
Metro's police department says it's struggling to keep up with the city's growth, and to staff non-police events outside of regular hours is a strain.
As I said to you before, I've never seen an officer come to any of the 70 times I've been there. All the time is when the door hasn't been unlocked.
Deputy Chief of Police Brian Johnson said in a statement, "Our present policy does not differ from that of the Parks Department or the public library system in regard to meeting spaces in buildings generally not being available after business hours. Meeting spaces are available at restaurants in the evenings. Nashville's hotels and churches also have meeting space."
We've appreciated it, and we've tried to be good at cleaning things up, putting things back, so we wouldn't get kicked out.
Sumner's last meeting will be in July. He hopes the department reverses its decision before then. Now, council members Mary Carolyn Roberts and Sharon Hurt have said they disagree with the policy. Theo Washington with Metro Council says he is planning to hold a public meeting later on this month. Live in Nashville, Brandon Marshall, News Channel 5.